Hey everyone, Eloa here, and I heard you all. There are still loads of questions about how to successfully pose with villagers. Not gonna lie, there's some nuance to it. If you saw my last Dreamsnap tips and tricks video, I touched on the basics on how to call, trap, and pause a character's pose. I'll link to that video in the description. For those who missed it, I talk about quite a few other popular techniques as well. Today though, we're going into detail specifically about those pesky little villagers. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way in supporting this full-time content creator and ensures you get first dibs on all my gaming content, including helpful videos like this one. That out of the way, let's deep dive into posing with villagers. First things first, calling villagers. Not to repeat myself, but I'm going to repeat myself. Working on a floating island is the best for dream snaps. In this case, because we can call any character we want to our floating island, unless they're at home, or shopping, or eating, or apparently talking. I don't know about this one, but I did hear somewhere that if they're in the middle of a conversation, they won't manifest on the island. Unfortunately, there's no way to know if that's the case. So if a villager just isn't coming to town, you'll have to go hunt for them, hang out with them, and carry them to the island. Okay, villagers are present. Tick. I do want to take a moment and pause here and talk about gathering an abundance of villagers for a scene. When you call villagers to the island, they'll automatically spawn by the well. So if you're going for a large crowd, you may want to put that well in the center of your scene, while off the scene with fencing, and presto. We've got everyone in our little area here. If you're cool with this, just want them to walk around willy-nilly, go ahead and get in photo mode and let them do their thing. Snap away. But let's say we want something more specific in terms of positioning and specific poses. First things first, if you're hanging out with a villager, they will not be on this list, nor will they be free to do their pose. So make sure you're not hanging out with anyone you want to use in your photo if you want them to do a specific pose. Next, for those villagers you want to use, notice what clicking the on button does to their positioning. Not cute, not ideal, sometimes not even visible. This is where Touch of Magic comes in. This is a workaround I talked about last time. Touch of Magic items are items we're allowed to design and personalize and are not allowed in our Dreamsnap. But since we have this toggle off button, we can use these items to trap our villagers. For newbies out there, Touch of Magic items can be won in Star Paths through event minigames, and of course, bought with Daisy coins. Personally, I hate Daisy Boutique challenges, so I'm at a bare minimum here with my Touch of Magic items. But I will say, it may be worth it to invest. The issue with Touch of Magic is that they do take up physical space, so the smaller the item, the more room you have for your decor. The little trophy here is the best, but uber expensive, which is why you'll usually see me use this little table thing. Now, once you have your villager trapped, make sure you are not hanging out with them. And it's a waiting game to get them to do that pose. While you wait, a few things to double check. First, are there any villagers around that you don't want in the snap? Toggle them off in this menu on the left, not the villager off on the right, as this will also make your wanted villagers disappear. Second, toggle off speech bubbles. Just because you can't see a villager doesn't mean they won't start talking and photobomb with speech bubbles. Now, once your villager is in the pose you want, pause, pose, and position. I'm going to repeat that. Pause, pose, and position. If you don't pause position as well, they will stay in their pose, but there's nothing stopping them from turning around, rotating, or moving within their little confined space. Only when you've paused pose and position can you turn off Touch of Magic. If you don't pause position and toggle off Touch of Magic, there's nothing stopping them from gliding away out of the spot you just trapped them. All right, this last trick is one I've never really used, but I know folks who do with success, and that is, believe it or not, selfie mode. No, don't take a selfie, but use selfie mode to trap a character's camera pose. Let's see how this works. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me in this Dreamsnap deep dive posing with villagers. If you found this video helpful in any way, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. What Disney Dreamlight gameplay questions do you have? I'd love to cover them in the next video. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.